Hello, I am Professor Sims, and this is a short demonstration on aseptic technique, the streaking for isolation technique, and identifying potential sources of contamination. So I just wanted to make this short video to help illustrate proper PPE and its importance. Of course, it highlights the overall method for streaking for isolation, and then for observing your results and your microbial culture plates after they've incubated, how to identify what is a pure culture, an isolated colony, versus what is potentially contamination. So what we'll see here is a student preparing a streak plate. They are wearing a lab coat, which is proper aseptic technique, gloves, using sterile disposable loops, sterile media for the streak plate. These are all good things. The student is taking a sterile disposable loop out of the bag and getting the culture broth. Now notice here that we're opening the broth, putting the lid on the counter. So this could be introducing some potential contaminants. Also introducing potential contaminants is this smartwatch. This is why we don't want to wear personal electronics in the lab. The student is taking a sterile loop and opening the plate. Now we're going to pay attention to how long that plate is open to air, because that is a potential contaminant. They're getting one loop full of broth, streaking just in the first quadrant of the plate, which is proper technique. Disposing of that loop and getting a new one. And you want to quarter turn on the plate, so turn it a fourth of a way. And use the new loop to pull just a small amount from the first quadrant into the second quadrant. That is proper technique again. And disposing of that loop, getting a new loop, making another quarter turn. And I did notice, I just want to point it out, there is a lot of some unknown substance all over this lab bench, which is something you might want to pay attention to. Then again, pulling a small amount from the previous quadrant, pulling it into the new quadrant, getting a new loop, and one more quarter turn here. This is good streaking technique, except for the plate being wide open to the air. Now, that was a total of 54 seconds that plate was open to the air, and a total of 71 seconds that the broth was open to the air. So as you can imagine, a lot of airborne contaminants could have made it into those media in that amount of time. After incubation, you look at the plate, and I can see right away that there are some successful isolation going on, but also in addition to our nicely isolated, small, round, smooth, off-white colonies up here in the right corner, we also have some dark brown, black growth, and this is contamination, and it's likely due to either improper PPE, the dirty lab bench, or from the media plate being open for so long. And these are things you definitely want to look out for when you're performing these procedures. Thank you guys for watching. As always, please be sure to go through the reading assignments and leave any questions that you may have for me in the comments section below.